Hello YouTube, Knife Critics here. I haven't been on for a long time, and since I've been gone, I've acquired a few new knives, and this is one of them. This is the Spyderco Temperance 2. Show you the blade here. As you can see on the scratches on the blade, I've been using this for a bit. I've also sharpened it, so yeah, it's seen a bit of use. Not, extreme use, but some use. Quickly go over the stats. Overall length, 9.75 inches, 247 millimeters. Blade length, just short of 5 inches, 4.875, 124 millimeters. The blade steel is VG10, as you can see here. Nope. Yes, right here. Okay. And the weight is 6.75 ounces. Blade thickness is 4 millimeters. Okay, and handle material, canvas, micarta. Okay. Now, I don't see too many reviews on YouTube on this knife. So, and one of the reviews I see, which was done by a rather well-known reviewer, not gonna mention his name, but anyway, he basically questioned whether or not the knife of this caliber is worth the price. The price I pay for this is about 200 bucks. Yes, it's a bit on the higher side for a knife that is not very big. It's under 5 inches. But then again, when you look at this knife here, which I'm going to use for comparison, this is the Fockneven F1. This is a much shorter knife, as you can see. Much shorter. Now, the thickness is about the same. Okay? So, what the real difference is basically the handle material. You have Kraton. Well, it's a hard rubber versus micarta, right? And then both of these handles cannot be removed, but on the Spyderco you can see the two pins here that keeps the handle in place. So there's that. But this one is $150. So is this knife worth it? Can somebody say this knife is worth it while this knife is too expensive? I don't think so. Because let me tell you why. Well, you can't really see the marking on here anymore. I don't think there's a bit left, but it's really hard to see. Basically, it says F1 Fockneven, but underneath it says laminated VG10. Lam VG10. So what does that mean? Basically, if you should be able to see the line here. This line here, that's the sandwich line. That's what I call it, at least. So basically, what this means is this knife is made up of 3 parts. Cold Steel calls it semi. Other people calls it a laminate, but in the end, it all mean the same thing. Basically, you have 2 layers of leather quality steel. I think it's 420J stainless steel, and on the outside, and in the center, you probably cannot see it here, but in the center, the actual cutting edge is the VG10. So the actual portion of VG10 is actually very, very little. The reason they do that, they say, oh, it's it combines the toughness of the lesser quality stainless steel with the sharpness of the VG10. Sure, whatever. To me, that's just a marketing thing. As far as I can see, it's just a matter of lowering the cost, and yeah. Now this knife here, the Spyderco Temperance 2. This is full VG10. There's no sandwich. There's no lesser material lesser stainless on this knife here. You won't see a sandwich line, as I call it, on this blade here, because this is 100% VG10. So that makes it really expensive. Okay, guys? So that is why, I mean, this is only $50 more compared to this one here. Maybe I paid too much for this one, I don't know. But at 200 bucks, as far as I'm concerned, it has a way better sheath compared to this, sucker here. That's really wobbly, and I mean, you have to, it doesn't go on your belt easily. You have to actually take your belt off and loop it through. This one, it's got the C-clip, so it just clips onto your belt and it's very secure. Okay, and both of them have water drainage hole on the sheath, but I think this is a much better sheath, well, compared to this one at least. So yeah, 50 bucks, 50 bucks more, but definitely it's worth it. Okay. Yeah, that's about all I want to say in that regard. The price is really not that high. As for review, the knife cuts like a charm. It's really, really sharp. Okay. The main point I want to make is this is a very awesome knife. You have the signature Spyderco jimping here, even the little Spyderco hole, just because it's a Spyderco. So it's got the hole there, and it's got the little black Spidey there, and it's designed by Cell. Okay, made in Japan. Now there's a bit of a staining here, as you can see. This is because of the canvas micarta material. I put this, I forget what I put it on, but it was wet when I put it on it. So the coloring of the surface actually sort of leached into the canvas here. So for knife collectors out there, that is something you want to watch out for. The micarta material, it is a bit absorbent to whatever you place the knife on. So in my if it's some sort of clothing that loses its color easily, or some other dye, then you might get all sorts of different colors into the canvas micarta. So that is something you want to watch out for. Okay, other than that, awesome knife. I love it. Some people complain that the handle material cannot be taken off. To me, well, this is not really a hard use knife. Personally, I wouldn't go batoning with it, just because it's 100% VG10. So my feel would be this could be a bit brittle. So yeah, you gotta be careful. It makes for an excellent cutting knife, kitchen knife, slicing, excellent camping all-around knife. Maybe not for survival purposes, at best on the smaller side for survival, but really, if the F1 is issued out as a survival knife, this would fill the bill. Definitely, no problem. So yeah, hope you liked the review. Knife Critics out.